years that I've been playing the guitar in. Jesus. My God. So wrong. So see when you play the A7, do you use the your first and second finger?
Yeah. For this, sometimes I'll use the second.
Sometimes you use the middle. Right. Really depending on what you are doing, you can actually change your fingers. Because I find myself sometimes changing fingers. I'm not sure if it's right. So I'll try again. So 1, 2. So it's.
Are you tapping your foot?
Oh no, sorry. I forgot.
That's okay.
Right. 3, 4. Oh, my foot won't work.
Let's try it without all the techniques.
Right.
So if we just go. So we just go in A7, 2, 0, 2.
Wow, right, okay.
Actually, yeah, so we're going bam, 2, 0, 2, and try and link that up with your foot. So you're going tap, 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 tap. A7, 2, 0, 2. Go for it.
Right, so.
Okay,
yeah, that's
so
about
let's start to like gradually add in those techniques then. So for instead of just playing the 2, we'll bend it. So we go.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, so. Yeah, man. So let's just put that in the piece of. Cool. Let's try the same rhythm then with different strings, so we can go.
Okay.
So I'm bending 3rd fret 2nd.
3rd fret 2nd. Yeah.
And then I'm doing 2nd fret on the 3rd string, and then 2nd fret on the 4th. So it'd just be like.
So sorry, you're bending the 2nd fret 3rd, and then you're moving to the. Sorry, 3rd fret 2nd.
Yep.
And then after that is.
2nd fret 3rd.
Yeah.
And then 2nd fret 4th.
Okay.
Yep, just practice that a bunch. One thing to that riff that makes it resolve. So at the moment we've got like but what we want to get is this because it kind of like it that note runs better back into the thing.
Yeah, so see when you say resolve, I've heard that quite a bit. What do you mean by that?
Well, it's just like you had different resolutions in music. So for example, you know when we were doing the key of C?
Yeah.
Well, it actually doesn't have D major, but the most common resolution is G back to C.
Yeah, right.
So if you're playing a song... So
Right,
it's
okay.
kind of
Yeah.
so it's to do with you have different notes that want to resolve to each other.
Yeah.
So how does that feel? Yeah. So like the strongest kind of like thing is you wanna go to there. So
Right.
any chords that have like that note that wants to like finish it off.
Yeah.
You know, your G. What? No, if you got there, you got the. So that would be your B. So you've got a B here that wants to resolve to this.
Yep.
So when you play your G.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you get loads of different types of resolutions. You get but that's what they're talking about there. This note wants to go to that one. This one, you know. But the strongest and the one that comes up all the time in music is that 7th note to the 8th note, or kind of going back to the first.
Yep.
Lots of jazz. So like that diminished chord is all about that 7th note, and it's why it doesn't get used that much, because it's a passing. Because when you play that, you really want it to resolve to the.
I see, yeah.
Or
the...
like if you just played that on its own, you'd be a bit like, what is going on? But then if you resolved it, you're like, oh, that's what it was for.
Wow.
Yeah. So with that, the D, you're wanting to resolve that to the E.
Right, okay.
It would be even more of a thing if you played the D sharp. Okay, cool, man. So with that in mind, let's try this. So it's so instead of just hitting the 2, you're pulling it right off.
Oh. Oh my goodness, what's happened?
That's okay. Yeah, man.
Oh, I'm hitting on and off now. What is going on? That's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess what you want to do with that is when you're practicing or just playing, figure out your own ones, because I feel like if you're listening to one, then you're like, there's suddenly a right and wrong way to do it. Like if you're you know, just kind of experiment. What would be good? Like you've got loads of that kind of 2, and both of these 3s. You've got all your kind of open strings as well.
Yeah. Ah, obviously because it's open at that.
You know, just like kind of going through your scale, and don't think about whether something's right. Just kind of, you know, just if you know the notes, like a really common one is this kind of.
Wow.
And it's just kind of like messing around with that thing. It sounds tricky, but it's really just like being able to kind of just hammer and pull off.
See your fingers, Fender, moving that fast.
But yeah, it's that all that kind of like hammering and pulling off.
Yeah.
It looks fancy and stuff, but you're just tapping your finger against the guitar and lifting it up. Once you've got the technique of it.
So see, this all kind of relates to the key that the Blues Brothers song's in. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be E, B, E7, B minor 7th, and then the A7th.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. The E, A, and B. So E would be your.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, B's the turnaround.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So E's chord 1.
Yeah.
A's chord 4. And B
is 5.
5. So 5 always wants to resolve to 1.
1, right.
So it's got that kind of...
Right. And then the next question is the scale that you were saying is open. What scale is that?
Just the blues scale. It's the same as this one.
Oh, so it's just an A.
An E blues scale, yeah.
Yeah.
Or you might see it written as E minor blues scale.
So wait, sorry, if you were playing it open on that, where were you just playing it earlier? Up the neck a wee bit. You said it's the same as this one.
Oh, so well, that's the A. It's the same shape as that one. If you wanted to play the E, you do.
Oh, just further up on the 12.
12.
Ah, right. Sorry, I right. Okay, yeah. It's just
so
the same one, except
yeah. That's where you would kind of go if you were soloing over the top of it. You know, you could kind of go up there, and you've also got the 7th fret, kind of similar to your pentatonic.
Yeah.
But you just add your notes in. So just make sure you know your pentatonic, the 1 4 1 3 1 3 2 4 1 4, and then you're adding the blue note there, and also the 11th fret as well.
Is that the the pentatonic scale that starts on the 5th string?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 1 4 1 3 1 3.
Yeah. And then 2 4 1 4.
Yeah. Oh, 2 4.
Yeah.
I think I've got that wrong.
That's
Sorry,
okay.
Fred, can you just start from the 5th? What that is?
So it's 1 4 1 3 1 3. And then 2 4.
Oh, it's the one that moves. Yeah. Sorry, 2 4, and then 1 4.
Yeah. And you're adding your notes on the there. And then also when you're doing the 2 4, you go 2 4 and one fret higher.
Ah, right, okay. So it's added to make it the blues.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So if you were kind of doing a solo, you wouldn't have to be stuck in any of those boxes. You could sort of like... And then you go into that shape.
Yeah.
You know, you can kind of like really kind of go up and down the fretboard.
Do you have like any advice? See, one thing I kind of struggled with last week is I tried to put some blues backing track in a different key, and like I feel that I know, so I can put any backing track on A, and it seems to be okay because I know where the positions are on the guitar. But anytime I put it onto a different key, unless I look at a scale book,
right,
trying to get to that position is just an absolute minefield. I think what I would need to do is sit down. Like, so for instance, playing like putting a backing track in blues A is fine. I can solo over to that. Yeah. Not obviously not very well, but if I try and put it into say a backing track on a G, I would have to move my scale. But I'm finding that really, really difficult.
So all you're doing with that is, so if you're playing it, just kind of close your eyes and kind of put your finger on one fret, any fret, and just play the shape. Just see if you can just play the shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just try and deassociate, if that's a word. The fret doesn't matter. So if you're playing in G, you're just playing the blues scale but on the 3rd fret. So it shouldn't feel any different than playing it on the 5th.
So you just move. So you're basically moving the root note. So the position, the scale pattern is exactly the same.
Yeah.
Right.
So if I was jamming in A.
Yeah.
If I was jamming in G. If I was jamming in C.
Okay.
It's just you can do all the same riffs. The kind of exception, I guess, is E because you've got that open. So that's where a lot of songs are in E.
Right, okay.
a lot of blues songs are in E.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
should say.
I see. Right, okay, that's answered another question.
Brilliant, man. I was thinking it might be quite good to. We could have a look at the Robert Johnson version.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I've got a version of that. It's a wee bit challenging. It's got some weird stuff in it, but let's get it up. So it's a capo on the 2nd fret, if you've got one kicking about.
Yes, I do somewhere. There, have you? I don't know. The capos, anyway.
It's not a big deal if there's not one. We can just do it without.
I think it is upstairs. Hold on, I don't know where it is. Eh? What you got? Oh, I found lefts.
Nice one, man.
2nd fret.
Yeah. So I'll give you a wee shot of what it sounds like. So you get. See, it's kind of like it's a very kind of smooth sort of vibe. I'll show you the music. So it's all kind of swung. So you're doing it all like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So if we look at this first, so I'm recording this so you can. We're not coming in on the 1. We're coming in on the and. So the first bit's like and 2 and 3 and 4 and so you get this 1. So I'll just show it without. So you're using your thumb and your 2nd finger.
Yep.
And if we forget that first beat actually and just come in on 2, all we're doing actually is so we're hitting the open 4th string and the open 1st together. Yeah, that's your 2 and. So you do.
So 2 and.
Yeah, so 1 and 2 and.
1 and 2 and.
And then you hit the 5th and 1st string, but this time you're holding the 4th fret on the 5th string.
Yep.
Oh, so it would be the 4th fret relative to the capo, so it would be the 6th fret. Yeah.
So the 4th fret, yep.
Yep.
So, sorry, so the first part was...
And then you put your finger down on the 4th fret, 5th string.
Yep.
And then you go to the 3rd. Yeah, so you get this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and...
So 1 and... Oh, God.
The 3rd. Yep, cool. And then we're going to add in the 2nd fret. You do 5th and 1st string, and then you do 5th and 2nd string. So the full thing would be like this.
Sorry, so what's the very last bit? The 2 strings you flip, 5 and 1?
5 and 2, the very last one. So you go. Yeah. So let's pass that between each other a couple times. 1 and. So yeah, just that last one.
Just 2 on its own?
No, you'd still play the 5th string as well.
Yep.
Cool. So that is... We're up to here. So we're missing out this note.
Yeah.
And just doing dun, 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 dun.
So that's 1 and... So it starts on... We're starting on 2.
Yeah.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Yeah, okay.
Cool. And make sure that you're using your 2nd finger when you get down to the 2nd fret.
So see when you're sliding from the 4th fret, what finger do you use when you're working your way down the guitar? Use the same finger?
I use 3, 2, and then 2 again.
And then 1. Oh, then 2 again.
Yeah, because...
Right, so slide 2 down?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Oh.
That's okay. Yeah, don't worry about this bit yet. Just focus on getting...
my eyes. 0.
Yeah. So we'll pass that through us again a few times.
So.
So just try this for me, just this bit.
So.
Yeah. Cool. So let's pass that a few times again.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And then we kind of put down our B7, but you don't need the pinky or anything, just that kind of wee triangle.
Yeah.
And we do a 1, 2, 3, a strawberry, and we go. So we're hitting the 5th and 2nd with our thumb and 2nd finger.
Yeah.
And then our 1st finger plucks that 3rd string.
So 2 is... Oh, sorry, we're not using the 3rd finger, so it's just... No.
Oh, so you're at 5th, and so it should be 2nd fret and open on the 2nd
Right, so
string.
2nd fret and open, and then...
Oh, it sounds like... I don't know what you're hitting at, let's see.
I don't think I'm hitting the right thing here, sorry for that.
So it should be, you've got your B7 sort of shape down, and you're hitting the 5th string and the 2nd string. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you're doing the triplet, you're going. So bam, bam, bam.
Right.
Try that for me.
I was hitting the 6th and the 5th string. Sorry, I'm looking right. So
Yeah, cool.
So. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think
So take that really, really slowly. Okay, so far we've got this.
So. I'm using the wrong fingers to find the beat. So it should be 2nd finger and then right.
Yeah. So that's the bit that I would, when you're practicing this, I'd recommend going ridiculously slowly and tapping your foot, just so and kind of say the rhythm a bunch before you even kind of play it. Just be like 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
That.
Okay.
And then you've got 3 and 4 and, which is pretty easy. You're just going 3.
Yeah.
But that's the bit that will catch you out. If you try and do it too quickly, you'll get confused with it.
Okay.
So about this speed, I would recommend just practicing this bit, that bar, and just going like. that speed for that.
Okay.
And then I'll give you a quick playthrough of these bars, and you can see if you can figure them out over the thing. So you've got this kind of thing we're looking at where you on the open and second.
Yeah.
And then it does it again. Yeah.
Wow.
So that bar is nice and easy. This one will take a little bit of work. The 3, I would think of it as saying the top strings, because this just stays the same up until the end. So you're going like 3, 3, 3, 2, 0, 0, 3, 0. Give it a try.
Sorry, I wasn't quite listening. Sorry, Finn, to that bit. 3, 3. Sorry, the end bit you were saying there.
Oh yeah, I thought I was sharing the thing as well, which I wasn't.
Aye, sorry, I didn't see the...
So yeah, so this is that bit there, and then you've got 3, 3, 3. Oh no, 3, 3, 3, 2, 0, 0, 3, 0. Yeah, perfect, man. And we'll keep going with that song. The key to that one is just to do it super slow.
Yeah.
And we've got some. What's this? A nice turnaround in here somewhere.
It looks quite complicated.
No, it's totally fine, man. It doesn't get too much harder than that. This bit here is quite. What is it? So you've got some interesting stuff going on there. But nothing in it that's going to be too hard for you, I don't think.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So this is just another Robert Johnston song? Is that the same?
It's the same song.
Oh, it's the same one, right? Wow.
Yeah, it's the original one.
Right.
Yeah, so what I'll do is I can just drag these out, I think, and I'll send you over this first page.
That would be good.
Email. So let's see. Gmail. Dun, dun, dun. So Jameel. Cool, man. That should be over in your inbox now. Nice one, man. So look at that this time.
Thank you very much.
I'll send over this video.
Amazing. I'll just
brilliant.
pass young Leith on.
Indeed.
Second. Leith. Still get his pyjamas on, Finn.
Oh no. Living the dream.
I remember those days, eh?
Right, I just need to quickly pop to the toilet and I'll be back.
Yeah, no problem, no
worries.
problem. Finn's just heading right. Let's get you set up, buddy, onto one of the wheelchairs. This one here. Yeah, I'll get that one, pal. Right. Hey, actually, maybe, let's see, if we put it on here. Because he's got his camera still on, so. Can you see? Can you see your guitar okay?
Well,
Yeah?
I can see my guitar.
Right, there's your plectrum. Oh, your music thing we need to get.
Sure.
I got this.
These ones are still too small for me.
What is it?
It's no, like not. It's
No.
just the round that you was looking at yours.
That's because it's set too big there. That's better.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
better.
Right, but
Passing.
Right. Can you see this? Right, how can I get this? So that you can see this. Right, do you know, I don't think you're going to be where's your... Where's your book? Right, confirm, see your guitar okay?
You will.
Yeah. You want to see Finn first and then you can speak to him and then we'll get the guitar. Tell him I'll reposition the...
Hey, Liz.
Hi.
How's it going, man?
Good.
Good stuff, good stuff. So I thought we'd maybe look at a new song today. Just like start off with something new. Do you have your capo there?
Huh?
Yeah, the capo, this thing.
Your
Capo.
capo's being put
Yeah.
there. Sorry, I stole it this time.
That's right. So if you pop it on your first fret,
You can see your guitar onto the... And I'll just reposition that Finn for you.
no bother.
Right, can you see Finn okay?
Yeah, I can see him.
Yeah? And you holding your guitar okay, yeah?
Yeah.
You sure?
Nice one, man. So I thought, do you want to give your guitar just a wee strum life, just to hear it's in tune? Yeah, sounds great. So I was thinking we could maybe look at a wee Lewis Capaldi song. I'll give you a short. You've possibly heard it